Dog, man. One Piece chapter 947. Let me get this straight. So, Big Mom was not putting on an act. Like, there were signs before this, don't get me wrong. There were signs. Like, in the back of my mind, I always kept going, like, man, I think she putting on an act, man. I'm not sure. And then there's like little small times, so I'm like, well, damn, maybe she does have memory loss. The moment that she got that headbutt on her head, that's when the light bulb went off, and I said, oh shit, Luffy's in for it now, because she literally did not have her memories, and I'm so shocked. Like, I am, wow. I think I've progressed to a point where I'm just thinking too ahead and too deep, and sometimes with Oda, what you see is what you actually get. And I gotta say, for all of that though, this was a fun little chapter right here. I gotta keep it real with you. Like, I like how it opened back up with the flashback, and you can tell that Oda actually redrew it. I don't think that he did the same panels over and over like he did on this one. I don't think he did the same panels over and over. I think he literally redrew the scene, because there's some small differences. And I actually pulled up the manga volume and looked, and you can see the differences that were made here. And what I like here is, number one, is the effort that Oda shows. Like, the more that I read Boruto, the more I see, like, oh shit, I've really been taking Oda's artwork for granted. Like, I knew it was night and day, but god damn. But the other thing though is, I like how they break down the scene of how Luffy was using the haki. It's the same thing that Rayleigh was using, and Luffy even makes a connection himself, and he says, I did the same thing that Rayleigh did back then. The only problem is I was so desperate and I didn't figure out how to do it. And you see him attempting to take Big Mom's attack head on, and that's your first sign right there that we're looking at something pretty damn special right here. But once it gets broken down even further after Luffy guards against Big Mom's attack and does not get killed, and everyone's like, how the hell was he not actually dead? The way it gets broken down is that, like, look, when it comes to using outward haki, the thing is that you are able to actually block Big Mom's attack. It can be used for defense. It's like an invisible armor, or it can be used to go into an offensive manner. And when you do that, you can actually take it even further, and you can actually destroy things from the inside. And he says that's what you actually did with those collars, which is exactly what Rayleigh did. And it's like, oh wow, so the celestial dragons, even with stuff like that, there's stuff that haki can actually get around. So I thought that was interesting. Like, when Rayleigh did it, it was just like, oh wow, Rayleigh, hey, this is a pretty badass old man. Now we're seeing it. Rayleigh, if he was this skilled, Roger must have been something else. Like, Roger must have been something else if Rayleigh was this damn skilled, dude. That's the only thing I can kind of say, because this is some pretty impressive shit right here. Like, what I like is how when Big Mom's going on a rampage, Luffy knows he can't sit there and go back and forth with Big Mom like that. And so I like how you see Luffy jumping all over the place and everything. I like that because it just shows you that, like, Luffy, he got titled one of the 5 emperors, but his strength ain't quite there yet. And yet at the same time, the fact that he was able to block Big Mom, it lets you know that, like, Luffy, this crazy son of a bitch, is actually in a training arc right now. And so I think by the end of this arc, he's probably gonna knock Big Mom over the head and get her pretty damn good. So I thought that was pretty interesting just to see that aspect of it. And I like how Queen comes up with this really good plan to actually take down Big Mom. And he compares her to a wild boar, which it does make a lot of sense. But they all say, like, look, man, we can't actually beat this woman head up in a fight. That's not something we can do. The only thing we can do is adjust her of movements, and we're going to come up with this plan. The whole time this is going on, she's going on the rampage. Luffy is just running for his life, running and jumping all over the place. Luffy's got one panel where it looks like Luffy tried to square up, right? This is like halfway through the chapter. Look like Luffy tried to square up, and then you don't see what happens immediately after that. So my thing, I think Luffy said, yeah, nope, I'm getting out of here. I think Luffy literally changed his mind midway through. So I thought that was pretty cool. I thought it was comical how Big Mom gets hit on the head like that, and then that's when her memory starts coming, and she's remembering the little small things, everything that happened beforehand. And what I like there is how one of her very first memories love or hate Big Mom, one of her very first memories is of her children. And so that's something right there to where I don't really care for Big Mom, but at the same time, that's admirable. That's admirable right there. I thought that was pretty cool. And I like how Big Mom, like Oda, oh my God, this was such a beautiful panel, man. Like the way that Oda just shaded in Big Mom and had like the contrasting light and dark when she says, "What's this? Your queen?" From Kaido's crew. She puts emphasis on queen. And then you see right after that, the way that this dude is just bugging out. I love the art right there. That was so damn well done. That was so well done. Like the little small things of effort right there, whether it be like the drool on the side of her face. Very, very nice effort. Very nice effort. And like, I like how Oda only uses the speed lines when it's the reactions right there. Like in that whole page, the only time the speed lines are used is when it's that reaction to show just how on a split second they went from having a big set of balls to just freaking the hell out. And a lesser mangaka would have put speed lines when Big Mom turned around and said queen. I like how Oda went with the minimalist approach. Very, very well done. Works very well. I love that part right there. And I like how Big Mom just falls out and goes to sleep, and they ain't leaving nothing to chance right there. They looking at it and they saying, yo, I want you to get 100% pure sea prism stone cuffs and chains. Wrap her up 100 times. Then give her 100 wild animal sedatas. And that's when I'm like, okay, that shit ain't gonna work with Big Mom. Because that's a big bitch. Like, that shit ain't gonna work. You know, Big Mom gonna see all that stuff when she wake up and say, aren't we being kinky? Like, that ain't gonna work right there. Like, if he would have said 1,000, then maybe. But 100, Big Mom gonna think that, you know, that's like, you know, when you dating and this is a real story. It's like when you dating the one girl and, you know, she's a little kinkier than what you expect. And you see like some fuzzy handcuffs and everything in the drawer. You say, what the fuck is this? Yo, I about freaked out when that shit happened, man. I said, bitch, you ain't putting no handcuffs on me, man. I've seen too many fucking horror stories. Be handcuffed to the motherfucking bed somewhere and shit. And, you know, she getting all in this shit, get the candle wax and everything. Like, I ain't trying to get chopped up somewhere, man. Like, a little bit of candle wax, like, yo, you do what you do. That ain't me. I did that shit one time. I can't do this shit. But I know somebody's like, where the fuck is this coming from, man? But yo, on the real though, man, on the real, like, Big Mom looked like she would be into some kinky shit like that. That's why I'm saying that. And I'm saying, like, with the 100 times and shit, like, that ain't nothing. She gonna look at that like, you know, whatever, man. You got a crush on me or something? Get the fuck out of here. Like, I gotta say, though, on some real shit, now that I got, like, a little perverted and goofy, I like how Luffy at the end of the bars, people, but I like how at the end of the chapter, Luffy's looking at it, and Luffy's like, yo, that's fine. I ain't in prison. I've always been free. This place is mine. I'm about to whip as many people's ass as I want to. That's what I like about Luffy right there. Like when Luffy decides Luffy won't smoke, Luffy inhales everything. Like that's why I fuck with Luffy, man. Like that's why I fuck with Luffy right there, man. So my chapter question to you guys is, now that we know for certain that Big Mom had lost her memories and she had like a form of amnesia till she got hit on the head, how many of you guys saw that coming? And then my second question to you guys is, if Big Mom is a 10, where is Luffy on the scale? Let me know down in the comment section below. But as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Have an awesome day, guys.